Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Hasmukh Goswami College of Engineering. I, Professor Amit Monpurwala from the Department of Mechanical Engineering, welcome you all in the lecture series of kinematics of machines. In previous lecture, we have discussed about introduction to cams and followers for part 1. In that section, we have discussed various types of cams and one classification of the same. Now in this lecture, the name of this lecture is Introduction to Cams and Followers. This is part 2. And in this session, we are going to discuss types of cam in more detail. We have seen in our previous lecture that types of cams are basically three, means there are three types of cams. First one, the classification of cam is on the base of shape. Second one is classification of cam on the base of follower movement, and third one, the classification of cam on the base of manner of constraint of the follower. In our previous lecture of part 1, we have seen the classification of cam on the base of its shape. Now in this session, we are going to discuss two more parts of the classification. Second one is the classification of cam is on the base of its movement. So our first classification is, the pattern of first classification is RRR pattern, means first R stands for rise, second R stands for return, and third R stands for again rise. In this, there is alternate rise and return of the follower with no periods of dwells. The follower has a linear or an angular displacement. We can see the RRR pattern classification of cam in figure A. The moment of rotation or the angle of rotation of cam is between 0 to 360 degree. We can see it in figure A. Now second classification is RDRRD pattern. In this, first D stands for dwell, first R stands for rise, second R stands for return, and fourth D stands for dwell. In such a type of cam, there is a rise and return of the follower after a dwell. We need to pay attention in this sentence. This can be seen in figure number B. This type is used for more frequently than RR type of cam. It is more popular and frequently used type of cam. Again, the angle of rotation of cam is between 0 to 360 degree. We can see the dwell, rise and return in figure B. As we can see on the screen, third classification is DRDRD pattern. This is the pattern which classify the cam in different categories. DRDRD pattern stands for first D, meaning it means dwell. The meaning of R is rise. The meaning of D is again dwell. The meaning of R is return, whereas the meaning of last D is dwell. We can see the pattern in figure number C. In this figure C, we can see dwell, rise, dwell, return and dwell again. Again, the angle of rotation of cam is between 0 to 360 degree. It is the most widely used type of cam. The dwelling of the cam is followed by rise and dwell, and subsequently by return and dwell as shown in figure C. In case the return of the follower is by a fall, that case can be seen in figure D. The motion may be known as only dwell, rise and dwell pattern. We can see in the figure D the movement of follower and came also in dwell, rise and dwell pattern. Again, in this figure we can see the angle of rotation of cam is between 0 to 360 degree. Now third classification of cam is according to manner of constraint of the follower. In this section, we are having three categories of cam. First one is preloaded spring cam. Second one is positive drive cam. And third one is gravity cam. To reproduce exactly the motion transmitted by the cam to the follower, it is necessary that the two remain in touch at all speeds and at all times. It is very important to understand. The cams can be classified according to the manner in which this is achieved. We have said that there are three types of cams in this category. First one is preloaded spring cam. A preloaded compression spring is used for the purpose of keeping the contact between the cam and the follower. Second classification is positive drive cam. In this type, constant touch between the cam and the follower is maintained by a roller follower operating in the groove of a cam. Means in this type of cam we generate a groove, and in this groove the follower oscillates or reciprocates according to the shape of the groove. The follower cannot go out of this groove under the normal working operations. Means follower is not allowed to move out of the groove. In these circumstances, a constraint or positive drive is also obtained by the use of a conjugate cam. This is very important to understand. And third classification in this category of cam is gravity cam. If the rise of the cam is achieved by the rising surface of the cam and the return by the force of gravity or due to the weight of the cam is known as gravity cam. However, these cams are not preferred due to their uncertain behavior. Means this type of cam is having uncertain behavior and it behaves randomly. That's why it is not preferred to use this kind of cam in general practice. Now, up till here, we have finished the classification of cam. We have said that it is classified into three different categories. Now, next point is classification of follower. So, let us see one by one. First classification of follower is according to the surface in contact. Means the cam and follower both are having physical contact, and the nature of that contact classifies the follower. So first classification in this category of follower is knife edge follower. We can see the knife edge follower in figure C. You can see it on the screen. When the contracting end of the follower has a sharp knife edge, it is called a knife edge follower. We can see it in the figure. We have said that the sliding motion takes place between the contacting surfaces. It means the knife edge and the cam surface both are having in contact and both are having sliding motion. It is seldom used in practice because the small area of contacting surface results in excessive wear. Means the wear of cam and follower both take place in this type of cams. That's why it is not advised to use this type of cam in general practice. Second classification of follower is roller follower. When the contacting end of the follower is a roller, it is called a roller follower. We can see the roller follower in the figure. We have placed the knife edge follower and we have put roller follower instead of that, so it becomes the figure of roller follower. Since the rolling motion takes place between the contacting surface, therefore the rate of wear is greatly reduced, right? It means the roller and cam both are having rolling motions, so the rate of wear is greatly reduced in this case. In roller followers also the side thrust exists between the follower and the guide. In this kind of follower, the side thrust exists. The roller followers are extensively used where more space is available, such as in stationary gas and oil engines and aircraft engines. So in this kind of machines we use generally roller follower. Now next classification of the follower is flat-faced or mushroom follower. We can see the figure of mushroom follower or flat-faced follower on the screen. When the contacting end of the follower is a perfectly flat face, it is called a flat-faced follower. It may be noted that the side thrust between the follower and the guide is much reduced in case of flat-faced followers. The only side thrust is due to friction between the contact surface of the follower and the cam. It is very important to understand, my dear students. The flat-faced followers are generally used where space is limited, such as in cams with which operate the valves of automobile engines. We can see in automobile engines the space is very limited, so to maintain the dimensions and design criteria, this kind of follower is generally used. When the flat faced follower is circular, it is then called a mushroom follower. Means if we replace the flat faced follower and we put a mushroom follower, as we can see in the figure, it becomes our mushroom follower. So more or less flat faced and mushroom followers both are similar to each other, but the geometry is different. Now fourth classification of our follower is spherical faced follower. We can see the spherical faced follower in the figure D and E. When the contacting end of the follower is of spherical shape, it is called a spherical faced follower. We can see this kind of follower in figure D. It may be noted that when a flat faced follower is used in automobile engines, high surface stresses are produced. So high surface stresses are produced in this kind of follower. In order to reduce these stresses, the flat end of the follower is machined to a spherical edge. So we can very easily convert flat faced follower into spherical faced follower by just operating in a proper manner. So this is spherical faced follower. Now second kind of classification of follower is according to the motion of follower. Means whether the motion is reciprocating or translating or rotary, that can distinguish the type of follower. So in this kind of category, first classification of follower is reciprocating or translating follower. We can see the figures of this kind of followers is on the screen. When the follower reciprocates in guides as the cam rotates uniformly, means the uniform rotation of cam is very important in this case, it is known as reciprocating or a translating follower. We can see this kind of follower in figure number A. The followers are shown in figures are reciprocating or translating followers. Second classification in this category is oscillating or rotary followers. This is very important to understand, my dear students. When the uniform rotary motion of the cam is converted into predetermined oscillatory motion of the follower, it is called oscillating or rotating follower. This kind of follower is available. You can see it, my dear students, on the screen. Cam with spherical faced follower. The follower is shown in the figure. It is the kind of oscillating follower. So let us move forward in this direction. Third classification of follower is according to the path of motion of the follower. In this kind of follower, we are having two categories. First one is radial follower and second one is offset follower. So we can see the figure of radial follower on the screen. It means radial follower means when the motion of the follower is along an axis passing through the center of the cam, it is known as radial follower. Means we can see it on the screen that the distance between the vertical axis of cam and longitudinal axis of follower is 0. So this kind of follower classifies as radial follower. In second kind of follower, that is known as offset follower, we can see the distance between vertical central axis of cam and the longitudinal axis of follower. The distance exists there. That's why this kind of follower is known as offset follower. When the motion of the follower is along the axis of both these is known as clear-cut offset follower. So this is the brief classification and brief understanding of types of cams and followers. So we conclude here, my dear students, and if you like this video, so please don't forget to share, subscribe this video. Thank you very much.